What's up, everybody? It's Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Back out here on my grind as usual. As I always say, I like to go live with y'all. It actually makes the day go by easier when I'm doing my side jobs, all the other stuff I have to do besides what I really love to do, and that's build my content. I'll do a lot of editing from the time I wake up to the time I get in the car and go do some courier runs. And if you're looking in my glasses saying, "I know where you at," yeah, sure, exactly. I'm doing that work, man. Doing that real work. It is what it is. I ain't gonna shout them out. Y'all might know what the company is. It is what it is. Maybe if they become a sponsor of this 501c3 nonprofit effort, then yeah, I'd be happy to shout them out. But I'll tell you who I will shout out because we have a registry with them, and I want y'all to go over there and start considering, if you got deep pockets and you want to support ONYXCON with some in-kind donations, we need items, just straight up items, and I have a registry at Amazon, Amazon.com. We got a registry for ONYXCON. You can see a link to it in more recent videos, as I will be using the QR code. I'll probably try and stick with the little green QR code I have with a purple, green and purple. It's mostly green. And when you notice it, just, if you're watching it on your tablet or your TV, hold up your phone and go to the photo and let it scan that QR code. And when it pops up, tap that. It'll take you straight to the page. You can see all the items that we're looking for, things we need. It's everything from, oh my gosh, we need microphones. We need what they call lavaliers. Those are the mics that you see people put on their chest. They have a little magnet that'll stick to your clothes. Like it'll be a magnet on one side, and then the lavalier just adheres to that on the other side, and then make sure your voice is always right. So when you're on a windy cliff somewhere, looking off into the Andes, like I will be someday doing content for y'all for ONYXCON trip, when we do a vlog, you ain't gonna be like, man, I couldn't hear a word you can say. You be like, man, I can hear you loud and clear, because it's gonna pick up everything. So we need that. That's seriously something we need, because I'm big on professionalism, but you can be professional all day, but ain't nobody gonna see that in the character of your work unless you got the right equipment. So we need this equipment, and it goes from everything as gadgets like that to hardcore hardware and software we need. Like for instance, I have a tablet on there. I need a tablet. It's long overdue. I never had a laptop. I know that sounds strange to some people in the world, because they just look at a laptop almost like it's just like having a cell phone and a laptop. Well, I have a desktop, but my desktop is kind of old, and I don't mind continuing to use it as a storage unit, but I really need to just clear it out, let it just mostly be storage. But for my needs of doing all this vlogging and constant content, I need something I can take with me on the go. I need something like right now while I'm sitting here. Sometimes when I go live, sure, I could be editing the next thumbnail. You know what I mean? And I love doing my thumbnails. I do my own thumbnails. I use the app Canva. Again, I only shout out the ones who have directly impacted our bottom line. Canva allows nonprofits to use all of their Pro Tools on the app for free. You get the whole year usage of it for free, just by showing your proof that you are a nonprofit like we are. So shout out to Canva. I like Canva. Canva's gonna be the next Photoshop. I keep telling people better pay attention to that company and how they're modeling it. They got a lot of work to do to really tweak it and get it perfect, but for what it can do and all the little kitted graphic design, as a graphic designer, as an illustrator, as somebody who's a visual artist first and foremost in my creativity, I know quality when I see it. And they understand color, they understand, composition, they understand shape elements, form, texture, all the basics. If they add in the ability to, fade objects and do all types of dithering and all those, extra filters and stuff that Photoshop has, Photoshop gonna have a run for their money. And they need to, because they done took over. Adobe just think they, run everything. And I remember I tried to put the new Photoshop on my older computer. It damn near shut the computer down. It's like, it took me a day to get it on there. I had to get on the phone and work through it with customer service, and then finally got it on there. I was like, I don't know, I guess I shouldn't even wanted this, because I could not even open it. It's so damn big. And it's like, I get it, it's powerful, but the problem is, as a company, these companies are so greedy. They want you in, but they don't want to tell the truth about the product. It's like, it is not made for I told a guy what my specs were when we were on the phone trying to figure out why I couldn't get it right. He should have just been honest with me and be like, man, sorry, sir, your computer's too old. It won't handle it. Just be honest with me. He said, it'll be a stress on it, but it'll work. It'll work. I was like, okay. I put it on there, man, that mess about shut my computer down. And I was getting charged every month for it. So I was like, this is ridiculous. So I ain't about to be losing money for something I don't even use, I can't use, can't even open it. So as a graphic designer, it's almost blasphemy to say you don't have access to Photoshop. But I'm not a hardcore designer in the sense that, I am a designer. I'm not gonna say I don't have the skill, I do. But I'm saying I'm not in a position to rely on that as a main form of income. Yet at the same time, I'm able to do it. So I push it out there that I can do it. If anybody needs something done, I can do it. For example, I just shared that I have business cards. I did all those on Canva. When you see that post, I just posted it today. And I was encouraging other YouTubers to consider getting yourself a business card, because business cards are not dead. I myself thought they were dead a few years ago, especially with everything we went through in the world. Nobody want to touch nothing. Don't be handing me nothing, the germ thing. And it's a reality. It's still a reality. But, as things have lightened up and we're kind of evening out, so to speak, even though, like I say, it's still active. There's still, different forms of the crown number, whatever, after 19 on into 2021, whatever the number is, all the different versions of these things mutating. Still, people are just way more comfortable around each other. And so, people will hand you stuff the way they always did. We're human beings. We want to be able to, here, touch this. We're tangible people. Humanity is tangible. We want to hold things. We want to feel it. So when I hand people my business card, this is a powerful thing still. And when I was traveling in Dominican Republic, I realized, man, I'm really on to something here, because I don't ever see anybody else do that in their videos for YouTubers. Even the people who got way more followers than me, been doing it way longer than me. These guys hitting, some of them close to 1 million, other ones in their 100,000s, and they get 10,000 on average per video they drop for views. I'm nowhere near them, but I noticed that when they're out, they struggle with that part when they're introducing themselves to people. Everybody's different. Everybody's personality is different. Some people are just way more introverted. Some people more extroverted. Some people right in the middle. You come up to some people and say, hey, I'm a YouTuber. I'm doing this or whatever. You got your camera out. They look at you like, man, what you got that camera in my face? We better get out of here. It takes some of the edge off. It ain't no guarantee that somebody might still be like, hey, man, I don't want to be on camera. And that's cool. I love when people tell me that instead of me assuming everything's going to be cool. And just when I say that, I think I'm about to have to get busy. Yep, here comes my packages I got to deliver. So anyway, y'all, I'll get back with y'all in a minute, but I'm going to finish this conversation. I want y'all to hear these notes. Cool. Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good.
All right. Is it? So if you want to, go do something like I had to do, you can hop right back on, and I know it's going to edit itself. It'll just be like a brief pause, and then it'll click back in. So you end up with a bunch of different clips, however long, that come together to make the whole presentation. I can dig that. All right, YouTube. Man, if they would just allow for the horizontal version of going live, it would be absolutely perfect. Let me not brag about them too much, then the signal will go out. But but that would be great, you know what I mean? Because then you'd be able to, like, literally just turn the camera and it don't go off. Because, like, right now they got it where you got to keep everything vertical. You can't go horizontal with your camera in live when you're just doing it straight through YouTube. Now, what a lot of people do to get around that is they use these other apps that connect to this app. And eventually I will do all that fancy stuff too, but I just like to keep it simple, man. I don't know about y'all, but I got enough apps on my phone, and I don't like adding new stuff that takes up more data and requires more space, therefore more money, it just goes on and on and on. I just like to, and then you never really master any particular app. I like to master apps. I know Canva, and the reason why I like it, that's the other thing, it's easy to use. It's super easy to use. I think if more people find out about it, that's why it ain't gonna put Adobe out of business. For professionals, you can't beat Photoshop. You can't beat, Illustrator and all that stuff. Well, you can beat Illustrator. I've never been a fan of Illustrator per se. And I know of other apps that give you the same vector-based graphic design experience If I'm talking over anybody's head because you're not that artistic person, pardon, but this is a creative hub always. So we're going to talk that art talk. We live the art life over here, you know. And it might just, you know, we hear about edutainment. So it's going to put you onto some stuff that you might not know about, but you may need to know about. You know, we all need to look at life like, hey, you never know when you might need to be on jeopardy. Not literally, but like that level of knowledge is very, very valuable to be that well rounded. You know how all the guests on Jeopardy, they know a lot about a lot of different things. That's a good way to be. And that's the kind of channel what this is. You know what I'm saying? It's multifaceted, multi niche. So we finna take another quick commercial break. Like I said, now that I know I can put y'all on pause and keep going, it's about to be a nice long day of chit chat. I'll be back. All right, we still rolling. Tell me, y'all, if anybody was in here looking, what does it look like when I do these pauses? Like, I might need to just stop this one, go back and look at what it looks like, because I want to make sure it's pausing every time I pause. So we will be back. We will be back. Peace.